Hi everyone, welcome back. I am Sandy if you're new, and I invite you to subscribe. So this is week 2 of our hashtag Kit Create collab, and it is being sponsored by Emerald Mama's Creations, aka Dawn. And we are, all of us that are participating in the collab, are working with this beautiful sewing kit that she has for sale in her Etsy shop. And so, as I said, this is week 2. So in week 1, I made the cover of this journal, and I also started working on my journal topper. And since last week, I went ahead, and I appreciate everybody's feedback. They all said that I should go for it and make this the journal topper. So thank you all so much. I think it turned out great. I just used my glue stick to glue all these pieces down, and I think it turned out great. And what I'm thinking about doing is putting this underneath and having this be the closure, because I think that looks really good with it. I love that little antique or grungy look that this tie brings to this journal cover, like that. So that's what I'm going to do for the cover. I appreciate everybody's comments and feedback. I'm going to wait till I'm about done with the journal before I put the topper on there. Last little piece I want to add to this is these buttons. And I just put some twine through them just to make it look like they're sewn on. But I'm going to use my glue gun. And I think that's the arrangement that I like. There. I love it. There. So today I'm going to work on the papers that are going to go inside the kit. And I might think a little bit more about how I want to cover the inside, because I'm thinking about using this stuff on the inside. I think that would be fun. But first things first, let's look at the paper that was provided in the kit and what I have done with it so far. So this is from my stash. I wanted to add this because I like the blue that's on this graph paper. And then these papers here were included in the kit, but they were white on the other side. So I went through my stash of digitals, and I found this digital antiqued from a Godey's magazine, and just kind of blew it up so it would cover the whole page on this side. And I love that, since this is a sewing themed journal. And then on this one, I had some blue ledger page digital, and this ledger it's huge, so this is just a section of that ledger page. But I like this because there's still room to do journaling and things like that on here. So if you have papers that have a white background and you don't want it to be white, this is one way to do it, is to put it in the printer and just print on the white side. You can also take stencils if you don't have a printer or don't have the availability of digitals, and you can stencil all over the white page, and that knocks the color back. And with something like this, with scrapbook paper, you could also coffee dye this side. You could just take a little wet wipe or a paintbrush and coffee or tea dye the white side and then let it dry. So you have lots of different options if you want to get rid of the white, but I like doing the digital way. And then I did also pull out a piece of just colored kind of basically printer paper in the blue color, and thought I would add that in as well. So and then all of these other papers are from the stash, so I'm going to just start folding them down, and then I'll figure out how I might want to arrange them. And some of these I might need to trim down as well. So I hope everybody is doing well. I'm doing pretty good. My mom, really want to just thank you all so much for your continued prayers and support on my mom. But I was able to move her out of rehab today, and she is back at her facility, so her assisted living facility, and hopefully things will all go well there. You know, I'm just concerned that she will continue to get, you know, fluid build up again, and we'll just be back in the hospital and back in rehab. But we'll see. Maybe things will be different this time. I don't know. We are getting one of those recliners that will raise up and down for her, and that'll be easier for her to get in and out of the recliner, and she'll be able to keep her feet elevated and her legs elevated. And if she does that, I'm thinking that might help stop the fluid buildup on her legs. So I'm excited. I finally got my sister to agree to buy one, and that gets delivered in a couple days, so she'll just have a couple days without the recliner. Hopefully that won't be too bad. We'll see. For this page, I liked all these different little, what are these, little knots, I guess, that I thought I'd like them to be highlighted a little bit more, so I folded this page this way instead of this way. So it also gives more interest, because if all of your pages are kind of the same width this way they're different widths, it gives it a little more variety, a little more space to our life, right? And so I folded this one down already, and I love all the pretty colors on that. And then here we have, I guess this is coffee or tea dyed. And on this one, what I thought I would do is just fold these in and make them little tucks right here. I love the way this paper feels. So Dawn, is this just, what is this kind of paper? Is this construction paper? Is this, let me know. Tell me, Dawn, what kind of paper is this? Because I like the feel of it. So make sure you go and watch all the other collaborators' videos. We have a different person each day of the week throughout the month of March working on their sewing themed kit. And I don't think that needs to be trimmed at all. And then this page actually is still together as a little folio, and I don't think that needs to be trimmed either. And then we have some of this avocado dye paper, I'm thinking. And I wonder, okay, so it's too long, and it's too tall, or it's too wide, and it's too tall. So could fold it up, and you know, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trim this down, and then I could use this maybe as like a belly band or something like that, or you know, some collage or something. So let me trim this down as well. So we need to trim it here, and we'll trim it here. But my mom she cracked me up, because when we, you know, got back to her assisted living facility, all the different, you know, employees and everything, they were like, Anne, oh, we're so glad you're back, Anne, we've missed you, and oh, I'm so happy to see you. And there were a couple of the other residents that came up and welcomed her back, and she's like, gosh, I had no idea anyone even noticed me. And I was like, oh, bless her heart. She was just kind of gobsmacked that so many people had come up to her and welcomed her back, and all that sort of thing. And yeah, so this page, I am going to trim this down and fold it this way as well, just because of all their pretty little outfits. And I said, well, Mom, see, it's just a wonderful community. And I was like, it's so nice that you're part of this really wonderful community. And it kind of hit her. I feel like I've gotten pretty good at reading her facial expressions, because she never really will tell us what's on her mind. But, and she was like, oh gosh, I had no idea. And she's like, but I don't really know them. I wouldn't have noticed if somebody's not here. And I was like, but Mom, you've only been here a few months. You know, it's going to take you quite a bit of time before you get used to who everybody is, and start to notice if there's people missing and stuff. I said, it just takes time, and so I think that made her feel a little bit better. Isn't that cute? This might be my center signature, maybe. We'll see. But I'm just glad she's back and out of rehab. And it's so funny that the nurse practitioner at rehab, she's actually a family friend, and they didn't think she was gonna live very much longer. And I was like, oh, you don't know my mother. She's pretty stubborn. And yep. So, and I'm hoping, the weather's going to continue to get nicer. So I'm kind of hoping that she might be in a little bit better spirits there at the assisted living facility, and be willing to do more. And then this is the little booklet that came inside of the sewing pattern. And I think I'm just going to trim this right down the middle here. I think I'll do both of these. Let's see, how bad can I make this? I think I'll just go right down this crease, because it might be hard to get that crease out of there. And I'll want it to lay nice. Yeah. And I can use these to make tags. And then, yeah, same with this. Let's cut this one down. And then let's kind of do a first little, that'll make a really cute tag. A first pass of how we might want to arrange these. And I might have too many pages. We'll see. Let's see what we got going. So those are going to be for tags. Okay. What would I want to be? Let's see. We got some colored paper, book pages, and some plain paper. Kind of trying to organize these a little bit. Book pages, plain paper, and yeah. Okay. So we have quite a few of these. What I might have, maybe this be my first page. You open up and see that pretty little design. Maybe. Let's see, what else could I do? Or I could do this. Let me think for a minute. Oh, that could be cute too. Maybe this could be my first page. And then I want to cover that up somehow, something. We'll do that next. Do that. That one. That. That. So some of these I might need to trim. Yeah, the pink one I might need to trim a little bit more. So I haven't put this in. Let's see what we're thinking here. So we open that up. Let me see that. Maybe we'll put this in right here. That. Okay. Okay, I kind of like it. I think it looks pretty good, pretty good. So we got some pages we can write on, pages we can decorate. Add some pockets. Yeah, I want to put something on here. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So I'll trim these up just a little bit. Next, I think I am going to take some of this sewing pattern and just add it to the inside cover here. And I had this this adhesive removal piece here, so I think this will be perfect to put there and cover that little flap as well. So I just traced this piece out and then I'll put that right there. So I have my collage medium. You can also just use Mod Podge. Either or works just fine. And then here I kind of look through the patterns to see if I can find some interesting ones, and I like this little pocket, and then I need to find something to put here in the front as well. So I'll just show you how to do this, and then I'll do the rest off camera. But I'm not going to make sure it's all neat and tidy. I'm going to have them kind of overlapping each other, and I'll cover this section up as well. I couldn't get this open the other day. I had to run it under hot water to get it to loosen up, and I had to put my sweater on. I got cold. All right, so I'm just going to put this down. I'm going to try to not go off of the white envelope there. And I think I'll do it in sections. That might make it a little bit easier to line things up. And I can trim anything if I need to. And then I think I'll put collage medium over the top of it as well. We'll see if this is going to work. So you get the gist. You just put the Mod Podge or the collage medium down. You could also do a mixture of like Elmer's glue and water, like kind of like equal parts of each, and that kind of will work as well. And I don't care if it's a little wrinkled or anything like that. I think that'll add to the charm. Yeah, I think this will be kind of fun. And then I'll trim this off along the edge. But I'll wait for that to dry before I trim it. And then I'll have to find just a little piece of something to put down in this corner here. Let's see. This might work. So let me know if you have picked up one of these kits, or if you already had a bunch of sewing stuff. Are you making a sewing themed journal? Just put that right there. All right, so then I will just continue and do this section here. I am going to, I'll do this on camera with you guys. I'm going to peel this off. Then I'm going to go ahead and put some Mod Podge down. I haven't messed with a sewing pattern in probably like about a year, so this is kind of fun to play around with this again. And try to line this up. Fairly close. I'll need just a little piece right here. Sorry if I'm off camera a little. There we go. Oh, how fun. And hopefully that'll harden back up after it's dry. Yeah, okay. So we'll leave that to dry. All right, and then I will do the rest of this and come back and show you how it looks. I'm going to set this aside and let it dry, and then I'll come back and do trim around the edges. I added another just fun little pieces here and there, and we'll see how it looks when it's dry if I want to add some more, but I'm liking it so far. All of this has dried, and I have trimmed around the edges. I got this flap on this side, so I think it is looking really good inside cover. I might add a little more pieces around. We'll see. We'll see how it comes together. And then I did trim these pages down a little bit more here so that they fit nicely in there. So I'm pleased with that. And then we have our journal topper right here. And I'm contemplating adding this on here. Let me know. Do y'all think I should attach this to this tie and have this be the tie closure? What do y'all think? I think it looks pretty good. But you all tell me. I could also dig through my stash and see if there's some other fabric. But I kind of like the stripes. Alright guys, I'm going to stop this video here and come back for next week where I'll be working on tags and pockets and things. I have lots of fun things planned for next week. We got some tags and all kinds of fun little things. So make sure to come back for week 3 and check that out. All right, guys, thanks so much for your support, and big thank you to my patrons, and Michelle, my newest patron, thank you, and all of my free patrons over there, and also my YouTube members. Make sure to consider joining my YouTube membership as well, where there are exclusive videos. All right, guys, I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.